Yeah.
Well, we are on. We're going to go in 1 minute and 44 seconds.
That's pretty cool. Only in Southern Oregon. Cheerleaders on horseback. I dig it.
Okay, we're going to go in 1 minute and 5 seconds from now. 1:05. 1 minute. 1 minute to airtime. 1 minute on the radio side. We're already streaming on the video side. Welcome to those that are on TableRockSports.net already. Our vantage point not the best here tonight, so we'll do what we can with what we have to work with. Coming up on 35 seconds, 32, 1, mark. 30 seconds now, 30 seconds to airtime. 30 seconds to airtime. Stand by, Dennis. National Anthem's coming up. So let's go ahead and go in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm going to change it up a little bit on you here, Dennis. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and a lot of wind blowing here tonight, too, from Mark. Go ahead. Okay, we're gonna go in in about a minute and a half here, Dennis. I gotta find one thing first before we go, if I can. If it fits, and it will help. See if I can put this on this microphone to help block that wind noise. That's a little better, isn't it?
Fabulous.
Yeah, there we go. All right, a little less wind noise down the microphone on my end here. We're going to go on 1 minute from now, Dennis. 1 minute from now on the radio side. Sorry about that. National Anthem was a little early, which is good. Got that done. Again, welcome to those who are already tuned in via the internet to TableRockSports.net. Tonight's key Skyline Conference matchup between the Mazama Vikings and the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Radio, we're going in 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Thank you for coming and enjoying tonight's game. Mazama comes in with a record of 4-2, 2-0 in league. Hidden Valley comes in record with 4-1 and 2-0 in league.
Good evening and welcome to Hidden Valley High School. Tonight's Skyline Conference matchup between the two teams that are undefeated left in the Skyline Conference, the Mazama Vikings and the Hidden Valley Mustangs, a game that has been much anticipated for the most of this season. Randy Adams here with Fast David on a little bit of a crispy, cold night here in Grants Pass.
It's beautiful here. I have not been to this field before, Randy, and this is spectacular small-town football venue. I'm loving it.
Absolutely, and looking forward to two teams who like to get after it that have had great success. Hidden Valley getting out of the conference for about a year and a half, 2 years ago now, I guess it was. They went down and played in 3A and ended up in the second spot in the state, losing in the state championship game. They came back into 4A last year, but the game between Mazama and Hidden Valley did not take place in the early spring season because of COVID. And so it's been a couple of years since these two teams have met each other on the gridiron. The opening kick is 1 minute away here on TableRockSports.net and Win Broadcasting CBS Sports Radio, KRJW Altamont, Klamath Falls.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Trace Horton kicks it off. We are underway here. And the return for the Mustangs up to across the 30 to near the 40-yard line. As we get settled in with the opening kick a few seconds earlier than anticipated. Hidden Valley in the home blue with the orange pants. Blue stripes down the side, blue helmets. The Vikings in the traveling white this week. White helmets, white jerseys, white pants, trimmed in blue. Hidden Valley, as you watch it on the internet with us at TableRockSports.net, is moving right to left on this first possession.
Both teams are absolutely fired up. You can hear them hooting and hollering, and it's our time in it. Both teams are ready to see who goes out of here leading the Skyline Conference and who ends up with one loss.
Hidden Valley will set up on 1st and 10. Before they can even snap the football, we've got a penalty flag. False start on Hidden Valley. And that brings the flag right out the very first get-go here. So it'll be 1st down and 15 for the Mustangs, pushing it back to the 32-yard line. They'll hand up first man through, and they've got a good running game. This team is going to be one of the tougher opponents for the Vikings this year. in conference play. James Elmore, 5'10", 160, and a junior, carrying the ball for a very, very short gain. And it'll be second down. We're going to do the best we can. People are right in front of us with the video shot, so we'll do the best we can with that. This is where we were assigned today.
Hey, there's some great people down there, and they're here to root on their team. It's all good.
James Elmore with the run again, and it will be third down and about 8. Elmore picking up a few on that carry. A much anticipated game between these two schools, Hidden Valley and Mazama. Mustangs come up to the line of scrimmage on third down. Quarterback for the Mustangs is Nate Vidlak. His older brother plays now at Oregon State after leading Hidden Valley last year. Here's a pass on the left sideline that's thrown and incomplete, underthrown. The intended receiver there is Zach Ackerman.
The quarterback you mentioned, is he redshirt freshman?
He is.
This year?
I believe he's redshirting this year.
That's
but
pretty
he's
cool. Bet his mom is proud.
Well, you get not very often the Class 4A quarterback will end up with a D1 situation. Fourth down, and it looks like Hidden Valley's going to go here, surprisingly. He'll send a man in motion. It's a quick kick. Vidlak running 3 steps to his right, didn't get much on it. That gives Mazama a pretty good field position. Ball is fair caught at the 41-yard line. So Mazama's first possession of the football game comes at 10:26 left in the first period on a breezy, cool night here in Murphy, Oregon. Mazama and Hidden Valley. Vikings will work with the open side of the field to the near side on first down. They've got the wing tee set up on first down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground and pick up a couple. Second down. Vikings running about 50% last week out of that wing tee, and then the other 50% running out of the full house backfield. Second down and 7. Van Gastel comes up under center. He'll hand it up to Anderson.
Nice game.
And he didn't get the first down yardage, but he got some secondary yardage on the second effort. And it brings it to about third down and a very manageable 3 or 4 for the Vikings right at midfield. Just underway, 9:33 left in the opening quarter. Vikings come with a receiver to the near side, one to the far side as well.
First down and more.
First down and more for the Vikes on the run, right up the middle. Mazama moving the football early here against the Hidden Valley Mustangs, who have shut out 3 of their 5 opponents this year.
Mazama makes no bones about what they plan on doing tonight.
First down, Mazama at the Hidden Valley 43-yard line. Van Gastel up under center. Aiden Kent goes in motion. Here's the handoff to Anderson. He's not going to get much. Very short gain there, about a yard. And it'll be second down. Table Rock Sports, thanks you for viewing this game tonight as well as listening to the radio on KRJW, Altamont, Klamath Falls. Lots of games were played in the state last night as well. We'll get some of those scores for you at halftime. Second down at about 8. They'll pitch to the near side. Comes to this side and out of bounds at the Hidden Valley sideline. Brandon Gailey, the carrier there. Tried to cut to the outside, ran out of room on the field. And it'll be third down at about 4 for the Mazama Vikings here, with 1 first down on this drive already.
We look good.
8:16 left opening quarter, no score. Kent goes in motion again. We have a whistle, flags, and a penalty. I think we have, it looked like it was illegal motion on the Vikings. Somebody moving a little bit too quickly. Could be wrong, though. Let's see. It is on the Mustangs.
The whole Mustang team moved, and Mazama just stood there and laughed.
So we've got a 5-yard movement of the football. That's an automatic first down via the penalty there.
Sweet.
Second first down of the drive, and Mazama moving it closer to the goal line here. 1st and 10. Kent goes in motion. Give to Anderson off tackle, left side. Anderson will power his way.
He worked hard for that. Picked up, what, 5, 6 yards?
About the 25-yard line.
Sweet.
Yeah, good 5-yard
Very
gain
good.
for Anderson there. 2nd down. Vikings looking to get into this ball game and come out of here with a positive result, and then have the Phoenix Pirates and the Klamath Union Pelicans as their last two opponents in Skyline Conference play. Van Gastel with Anderson right behind him. Gets the ball again to Trevor. And he'll power it forward for a couple more.
Lucky to have hung on to that one.
Table Rock Sports is excited to welcome the Thomason Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill as a new sponsor. You can also enjoy Thomason Hospitality at Elmer's, Peter Pit, and Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. Third down for the Vikes and 3. Near side hash. Here's the pitch to the outside to Kent. Plenty of running room.
Turns the
15,
corner. He's
20,
gonna score.
10, 5. Touchdown, Aiden Kent. And the Mazama Vikings are on the board first.
One drive, one touchdown. That's what we like to see.
6-0 Mazama with the extra point pending. Trace Horton to attempt it. It's a great run from Aiden Kent. They got to the outside and got the block they needed there. Snap good, placement good. Horton's kick is through the uprights, and it is good.
That was a strong run by Aiden. Awesome way to start off the game.
All right, Mazama leads it by a score of 7-0. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Mazama kicks an onside kick, but it's recovered by Hidden Valley, which means the Mustangs have great field position right at midfield. Aiden Kent running in the first touchdown of the game. Mazama leading this key Skyline Conference battle by a score of 7-0 right now.
That was an interesting call.
Haven't seen Mazama do that this year in the previous 5 games. Man goes in motion for the Mustangs on first down. They give to that man in motion. And he'll sneak inside after trying to get a block to the outside to pick up a couple of yards. That was Zach Alderman. Second down. Gave him 1 yard on the play. So it'll be second down and 9.
Fans are being very accommodating to us tonight, I must say.
they're respectful. That's nice. Actually, this is a beautiful setting. I know. I really liked the national anthem shot. You had a.
Oh, and she sang that. She nailed that.
It was perfect.
She nailed that.
Vidlak in the shotgun on second down, going to take the snap and run with it himself to the outside. Has some running room, can't get much. Going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Flags.
And we do have
a little
penalty
extracurricular
flag.
activity over there, perhaps.
See what this is all about here. Like to say hi while I have the opportunity to Mike Van Drew, who might be tuned in our way tonight. Mike, thank you. Along with Lee and Eddie Simmons.
And while we're giving out shout-outs, Steve Kosan, thanks for joining us tonight. Want you to know I turned left on Avenue G.
Is there a little story behind that?
If you're a Steely Dan junkie, you know what that's all about.
15-yard penalty against the Vikes. Extracurricular pushing going on.
Daddy don't live in that New York City no more.
And it'll be first down automatic now for the Mustangs.
That hurt.
6:08 left in the opening quarter.
Stuff like that just drives Vic nuts.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Here's Vidlak going to have it up out of the backfield. Not much running room there at all for Awanzu. Second down. In fact, he might have gotten a yard out of it. That's it. You know, they gave him 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Looks more like a yard over the
I agree
yard
with you.
marker, though.
I agree with Randy. Vikings need to be stingy down here.
Got a guy standing right there in front of me, and I can't tell how much time's left in the quarter here.
5:31 to go.
Here's the pitch back. They're going to go with a halfback option maybe, but he can't get it out. Now he finally throws downfield and gets rid of it. Good idea, because he was about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that would have been a huge loss there. It'll be 3rd down.
You could hear the sidelines yelling, "Throw it! Throw it!"
3rd down is that pitch went to Alderman, who then was going to go out and launch it downfield, but he couldn't find anybody open, and then was rushed out of the pocket. 3rd down at 8 with 5:22 left in the opening quarter. Mazama leading it by a score.
That was another one of those plays that was a great idea, but not well executed.
7-0. Vidlak will set receivers everywhere. 3 on one side, 2 the other. And we've got a timeout charge to the Mustangs. We'll take one as well. 7-0. Mazama with the lead, back in 1 minute.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel, so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Much. Back to throw, Vidlak. It's underthrown and incomplete. And it will now be 4th down and 8 for the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Randy Adams back with Fast David. Mazama leading it 7-0. The 5:15 mark with the clock stopped with the incomplete pass in this first quarter of play. Aiden Kent running it in from about 30 yards for Mazama on the opening drive. And here's your buddy kicking.
That's right.
We'll give that to you.
Mama's sitting right down here in front of me.
Line of scrimmage is a 29. It's a 39-yard field goal attempt. Snap good, placement good. Kick is blocked and is no good. Score remains 7-0. Mazama with the lead. Vikings will get the football back with the 1st and 10 coming up. See what they can do with this next possession. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecareservicesofsouthernoregon.com, eyecaresouthernoregon.com, to see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your family's vision clearly focused. Mazama with a score on their first possession. Let's see what the Vikes do here.
Second drive, second touchdown.
1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line. They go straight up the middle. Trevor Anderson with a carry. Picking up a couple. Actually, more than a couple. Got about 5 there.
Yeah, he picked up more than half of it. It's like 2nd and 3.
2nd down. Good run from Trevor Anderson, who has taken the position that Zeke Heaton started this year with the injury and has really turned out to be a great fullback for Mazama. Vikes sweep to the far side on 2nd down. And don't get much there. Enough for the 1st down, but not much more than that. Be 1st and 10 for Mazama now. 4:21 left, opening quarter. Mazama leading at 7-0, moving the ball from left to right. Downfield here. Artificial surface at Hidden Valley. Back to throw. Van Gastel has a man wide open, just overthrows him.
Wish he would have had that one back.
Oh, yes.
Just a step away from a touchdown.
Believe that was Savion Burke downfield.
That was a good-looking play.
Beautiful. And he had his man beat. Check that. That was Tyler Aguirre downfield. Tyler was the one that was 2 steps ahead of his defender, but the ball was just overthrown. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Step away from a touchdown there. Back under center is Van Gastel quickly, and now we have whistles and a penalty flag. This will go against the Mustangs.
There's something that we're doing that fools them. That's the second one of those in the last 7 minutes.
Could be a hard count. Could be they're just chomping at the bit to get there.
I think it's more the latter.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 now. The Vikes come with a wide receiver to the near side, but they keep the ball on the ground.
1st down.
And it'll be right up the middle for a 1st down for Trevor Anderson. Right at the 4-minute mark. Left in this opening quarter, Mazama leading it by a score of 7-0. Oregon Duck football, if you're tuned into the winner, CBS Sports Radio, has been moved tonight to our sister station, KFLS 1450 or 102.5 FM. Up the middle, the ball goes again to Trevor Anderson. Short gain. Gain of 2, 2nd down at 8. Really, thank Jeff Weiss, the acting athletic director here. Jeff was a former head coach at Grants Pass High School, coached at Southern Oregon University as well. Had a good conversation with him.
It was nice visiting with him today. Plus, he gave us a ride in the golf cart.
He did. He didn't have to do that, did he? Van Gastel sweeps to the far side, picks up the 1st down across midfield and into Hidden Valley territory. A design quarterback sweep to the far side, got a good block out front and took advantage of it. 1st down, Mazama. That, and we had a common friend in Tag Wotherspoon.
That was that is a name that I hadn't heard in 35 years.
Tag and Pete Whistler from the Falcons were pretty close. So I've heard about Tag being over here at the Grants Pass Downs, where he runs everything there. 1st down and 10. They'll go straight up the gut with Trevor Anderson once again, picking up some yardage. 2nd down. Gain of about 5. Mazama right now controlling the game and the clock. They lead this game 7-0 with 2:28 left. And they were the team to kick off first. So the Vikings will get the football to start the second half. The longer you can keep the ball out of Hidden Valley's hands, the better. Because Vidlak and company can come back in a hurry. Kent goes in motion. They go inside to Gailey, and up the middle he goes, all the way toward the end zone. Touchdown! Brandon Gailey from 37 yards out.
Gailey was fast. The defenders just couldn't get their arms on him. He ran right through the 3 or 4 blocks to
just got a burst of speed, and off he went. 13-0 Mazama. Gailey runs it in with the extra point pending with 2:02 left. Trace Horton under the hold of Monteith will put it through the uprights. And the Mazama Vikings now have a 14-0 lead. 2:02 left in the first quarter. We are back in a minute on CBS Sports Radio and Table Rock Sports.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel, so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Touchback on the kickoff. Horton had the ball bounce by a return man, and it bounced into the end zone. So the Vikings get a break there. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Hidden Valley Mustangs, who trail by 2 scores here in the first period. 2:01 left. 14-0 is our score. Good start for Mazama. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Hidden Valley's going to have some work to do here, down by 2 scores early. Vidlak will work out of the shotgun. They're going to keep it right up the middle and pick up a few yards.
He might have gotten 2.
Daniel Awanzu was one of the running backs, but he was the tailback, if you will, in that formation. Didn't get the call there. It'll be 2nd down. Next week it is senior night at Mazama, the last regular season home game. Mazama hosting Phoenix. Phoenix is at home tonight hosting Klamath Union.
KU looking for their first win.
So is Phoenix. Should be a good
go Pels.
Somebody's going to get a win tonight over there.
That's right.
It's one thing for sure. Here's the handoff to the right-hand side on 2nd down.
He got about 2 yards and then was just jammed.
It's James Elmore, 5'10", 190, and a junior on the carry. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down at about 6. We're inside 1 minute left in this first period. 14-0 Mazama with the lead. 3rd down and 5 is what the board says. So we'll go with that. Hidden Valley right now with a tight formation. Now they're going to send a wide receiver in a slot to the near side. Here's the handoff again. Trying to cut to the outside, but right there to make the tackle, Brendan Monteith. On the carry, James Elmore, and Monteith wrapped him up in a solo tackle.
They did a great job of watching that play progress to the outside and nailed him.
Nice.
He had nowhere to go.
Nice read, and it'll be 4th down. And the Vikings will await a likely punt here with 5 seconds left. I don't think they'll get this snap off before the quarter ends. So they're staring right at the scoreboard, and they don't. First period has come to an end here, and it's been all Mazama in quarter number 1 from Hidden Valley High School. Our score after 1 quarter, Mazama 14, Hidden Valley 0, back in 1 minute.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
The second quarter begins with a flag. False start on the Mustangs. So instead of 4th and 5, it'll be 4th and 10.
Well, we should get some good field position. Ball's on the 20. He's kicking from the 5.
Wait to see if they give Mazama a chance to bring it out or whether they go sideline. Looks like they're going to go sideline, let it bounce out of bounds, keep it away from Aiden Kent, who was there to return it at about the 37-yard line is where Mazama takes over, give or take a yard there. Their own 37, first down and 10. The Vikings enjoying right now a 14-0 lead. It's great local businesses that keep the games coming for you, like Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, Avista Utilities and Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Live streams and live radio broadcasts don't happen without your support or their support, and your support supporting them being supportive.
How supportive?
First down and 10, Mazama. And Gastel going to sweep to the right-hand side. Has some room down the sideline. Out of bounds, but a first down for Mazama. Just controlling the line of scrimmage right now. They have played well. So far, very few mistakes.
Very supportive performance.
I support that comment. That's good. First and 10 right at midfield for Mazama. 2 scores already for the Vikes. They lead at 14-0. Gailey goes in motion, back to throw. Van Gastel has Gailey out there, but overthrows him. Little screen pass went awry, incomplete.
Just a little high.
And it'll be second down and 10. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass at 11 minutes and 38 seconds left. Second period of play. On second down, Vikings keep it on the ground.
Depending on the spot, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, it was Anderson. Didn't get much.
3rd and 7.
Vikings down to the Hidden Valley 47-yard line with that 3-yard gain. Other games tonight, Henley at North Valley, just down the road. We mentioned Klamath Union playing at Phoenix.
North Valley's got to be fired up after the throttling they received at Viking Field last Friday.
Here's a handoff to Kent coming from the far wing, and he's going to be hit for a loss. Hidden Valley's defense rising to the occasion there.
And the fans get something to cheer for.
Well, you get a stop like that, forcing Mazama to likely punt here. We'll see what Van Gastel does. He's going to come off the field. Usually you can tell if Van Gastel stays in, they're going to punt the football away, but I think Vic Lease is going to kick it away and give it back to the Mustangs. The Vikings will kick from their own 38-yard line. Good snap, no rush. Aiden Kent's punt is high in the air. End over end, takes a good Mazama bounce as well. Boy, he's going to get great yardage out of that.
And that's a good thing it took that bounce because that thing went high, but it didn't go far.
Yeah, he got about 25 more yards on the punt after the bounce going out of bounds. We'll see where they spot the ball, but Hidden Valley will have it first down and 10.
About the 15?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Backed up that far in their own territory. Trailing by a score of 14-0 here. Hidden Valley's only had one first down in the entire game so far against this Mazama defense. Slot goes in motion, stays put. Now Vidlak going back to throw. Wears it downfield, throws, and it's complete for a first down. Into double coverage. But a catch made on the play by Austin Klinger. He's just a freshman, 5'9", 140, and a freshman making a big catch on the pass.
And that was
for
all
Vidlak.
him.
Yep.
He had to adjust to that. He had to step up between the two defenders. That was a great play.
And it'll be the longest pass, well, actually the longest play from scrimmage period for Hidden Valley in this football game so far. Iwanzu, one of two backs. This is going to be Vidlak right out of the shotgun, and straight up the middle he goes, running it for 2. And it'll be second down at about 8. Well, they give him 4, I guess, huh? 4 yards. Second down and 6. Yeah, that pass put him almost at midfield.
It's actually second and 7. Don't listen to the announcer.
he's
what
right.
does he know? But he's a really nice guy.
Yeah,
We've been having fun with him tonight.
Second and 7. Man goes in motion. This is Vidlak again, going to sweep to the outside, and he's not going anywhere. And it'll be third down.
He was lucky he only lost 1 yard. They had him around the legs there, but he managed to stumble forward.
Aguirre was in on the tackle for Mazama.
Did a great job.
Third down and 7. 8:38 left, second period. Mazama with 2 long touchdown runs. One by Aiden Kent, one from Brendan Gailey. The Vikings have a 14-0 lead. Receivers to both sides of the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, back to throw. Vidlak out of the shotgun. Dumps it out on a little bubble screen. That's going to be a first down and more. Outside to Freeman. And it will be first down, Hidden Valley. They're doing their damage in the air against the Mazama defense right now.
That was well executed. This is, I think, as far into Viking territory that
I believe you're right.
Managed to make it so far tonight.
All the way down to the Mazama 35-yard line with 8:10 left in the first half, 14-0. Back in the day, I was telling you, David, they used to play their home games at the Josephine County Fairgrounds. The Mustangs did.
You were saying that.
But have played them at home here at the school for the last several years. Here's the snap. Back to throw again, Vidlak. Going to go up top, throws, got a man. It's caught again, down to the 5-yard line. Oh, he trapped it. Or did he catch it? He did catch it.
He caught it. I think he fell on the ball when he hit the ground. He's just not feeling real good right now.
Yeah, he's getting up a little gimpy. I'm trying to get his number.
3?
Number
2?
3, yeah.
2?
2. Noah Stone. 5'11", 155.
He's about as far away as my blended bifocals are going to let me see, I'll tell you what.
Well, we've got some handicaps here tonight.
I resemble that remark.
Not you. Wasn't talking about you. First and goal for Hidden Valley, though. And they've done it all with the pass plays for the most part. Here's the snap. And rolling into the end zone. Does he get there? Oh, I didn't think so.
Just short. He was looking for a man in the end zone and then saw that the receiver was covered, so he just took it upon himself and almost scored the 6.
Well, he got it down to the 1. Well, we'll call it the 2.
No, let's call it the 1.
We'll call it the 1. It is the 1 yard line. 2nd and goal for Hidden Valley. Mazama with the lead, but Hidden Valley knocking on the door here. And here's the handoff inside. Mazama going to stack that one up on 2nd and goal from the 1. Third down and goal.
And they lost 2 yards, you think?
At least 2.
Looks like they're back at the 4.
We're almost at the 4-yard line here.
Let's go, Vikes. Let's hold them now.
Noah Stone now up under center for Hidden Valley. He'll pitch. And it's not going to get into the end zone. Stop just short of the goal line again.
Be strong, Vikes. Be strong.
You can think they're going to go for it here. That pitch to Elmore, 4th down. See what they do here. 4th and goal at the 1. Noah Stone up under center. And he's going to use a timeout, and we'll take one as well. It'll be 4th and goal at the 1 when we come back. 14-0. Mazama with the lead. And we'll return after this 1-minute break.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Hidden Valley comes in to score a touchdown on a pass play. A little play action pass, and James Elmore makes the catch into the end zone from Noah Stone, the quarterback, to make it 14-6. There was a penalty, though. Is that right, David?
I don't think so.
They haven't put the points up on the board yet. I'm just wondering if there's a reason for that.
No, it looks like they're getting ready to kick an extra point.
That's what it looks like to me, too.
The ball's been spotted where you'd spot a ball. Let's see. Still shows 4th down.
I think there was a penalty flag. I don't think that touchdown counted.
Wow. No wonder everybody's sitting down.
It got quiet in a hurry.
It did.
So it's 4th and goal at the 5 now for Hidden Valley. Stone going back to throw again as a man drops it. Oh, now it's a touchdown.
Yeah,
they
he
called
hit
it
the
a
ground.
touchdown.
He hit the ground after he caught it, and the ground caused the fumble.
All right. Took him an extra play, but they got it into the end zone for the score. Noah Stone on 4th down, throwing it into the end zone on a 6-yard pass play.
Verified by the Zebras. Touchdown Mustang.
Now we'll wait for the extra point. With 5:27 left, Hidden Valley right back in this game. And they did it by using the air. Snap, good. Placement,
Spencer boots
good.
that one.
Spencer Fiske up there with the extra point. It's good. Spencer Fisk, right?
You know, I'll ask Mom.
I think Fisk is the right way. I remember her telling you about that. 14-7 is our score. Mazama with the lead. They'll have the football when we come back after this 1-minute break.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
All right, 14-7. Fisk kick is high. It's end over end and will bounce at the 2. Returned by Mazama to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Still on his feet to the 27-yard line. And a good return there by Brody Hubble for the Mazama Vikings.
The Hubble family rooting section is just down to our left.
First down and 10. Vikings with a 7-point lead, but Hidden Valley, after giving up 2 touchdowns to start the game early, coming down and scoring on their own and making this a pretty close football game once again.
That was a good-looking drive, too. They threw the ball well.
Van Gastel going to hand it up to Anderson, first down. No, excuse me, that was Aiden Kent coming out of the wing there. He picks up a few, second down. Picks up about 5 on the play. Up to the 31-yard line. Vikings keeping that ground game going well. They've tried 2 passes tonight, neither one successful. To the full house backfield they go with a double tight end formation now on second down, but they're stacked right up.
Mustangs were ready for that one.
Behind the line of scrimmage, Brendan Gailey. Carrier there. He'll lose a yard. And it'll be third down and 6. We're down to 4:20 left in the first half. Mazama leading 14-7. Third down, critical third down right here for Mazama. Double tight end formation, full house backfield once again. The pitch to the near side. Here comes Gailey. First down, yardage and more. Across the 38 to the 40-yard line. Tripped up, had one man to beat, but tripped up just.
And did a great job of hanging onto the ball, because when he received that pitch, it went back and forth in his hands a couple of times.
Sometimes that pitch goes awry, as we saw that earlier in the season. It's gotten a whole lot better with Van Gastel, the quarterback, running the option and the pitch and whatnot, but they're back to the full house backfield now with 3.5 left. First half. Here is Gailey once again for a little yardage, about 3 yards up the middle. Second down. And 8. give it 2.
One more time.
Here's Van Gastel back to throw. Pumps downfield,
Got
has
his
a man
man
wide open. Inside the 20 to the 15 to the 5 down to the 2.
Well, you know, if you're only going to complete 1 out of 3, make your 1 just like that.
Brandon Monteith with the great catch down and a perfectly thrown football from Van Gastel to boot.
Absolutely.
Gives Mazama an opportunity to knock one in here. Did I say the 2? I meant the 9. It was 7 yards.
Close.
I was behind the ball there a little bit. But it is 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for Mazama. They keep it on the ground. And Aiden Kent will pick it up inside the 5 to about the 4. Second down to 2:08.
And they're at the 7.
Left yard line. Now the scoreboard says the 5. Yeah, they're right on the 5-yard line, looks like.
The ball is on the 6.5-yard line.
Okay. Here's Gailey again. No, yep, it is Gailey with a handoff from Van Gastel. Pounds it inside the 5 to about the 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Oh, that's a first down. They'll get 4 more downs now out of this. An even better scenario for Mazama now, as long as they don't cough the football up after that long pass play and moving the football downfield.
First down from the 4-yard line.
Here's Gailey again. Not going to get much yardage there. It'll be 2nd down.
A wall of Mustangs on that play.
2nd and goal for Mazama. They lead at 14-7. Just about halftime here.
Only lost about half a yard. That was a nice spot. A very nice spot for being the visiting team.
2nd down and goal.
I didn't mean that.
Straight up the middle, Van Gastel on the quarterback keep.
And arms go up, and the 6 points go on the board.
And it's a touchdown, Mazama. Mazama scores on a quarterback keeper straight up the middle to make it 20-7.
That was a great drive.
And
46 seconds left before the half. We score a touchdown. Tremendous.
That pass play really helped. Set up the touchdown, getting a new football in to snap. So Trace Horton will have the opportunity to go 3 for 3 in his kicking duties today. Good snap. And the kick is also good.
Man is automatic.
21-7, Mazama with the lead. We're back in a minute.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Mazama scoring their 3rd touchdown. Van Gastel plunging into the end zone from 4 yards out to make it 20-7. The extra point from Trace Horton good. Waiting for Horton's kick with 46 seconds left until halftime. High end over end boot. And is going to be returned by the Mustangs. About the 25-yard line, would you say, on the spot?
I think they're just short of the 30. Well, let's call it the 29.
29.
28. 28 and a half. 29.
40.1 seconds left. We'll see what the Mustangs can do here with an opportunity to maybe get the ball into the end zone. Noah Stone back up under center. There's a whistle and penalty flags. Oh, the Vikings just called a timeout, their first of the half. Mazama calls timeout, and we will take one as well here at Hidden Valley High School. 21-7 is our score. We're back in 30 seconds.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted?
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Hidden Valley with Stone up under center, down by 14. He's going to hand it up. Now out to the outside. The running back comes. That's Daniel Iwamazu up to about a 5-yard gain. He's a multi-sport athlete. I know he's a baseball player as well. Played for the Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion team, I believe. Down to 15 seconds left.
Man's got some skills.
Until halftime. Stone back up under center. And they'll stack it up at the line of scrimmage.
That'll do it, I think.
As James Elmore was the ball carrier. Yep, that's going to be the final play of the first half. And it's been a good first half for the Mazama Vikings, who lead it by a score of 21-7. Here at halftime, we'll take a 2-minute break and come back.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel, so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Welcome to our halftime festivities here from Hidden Valley High School. Randy Adams and Fast David Dennis Langford back on the radio side, running things on the radio broadcast side. Mazama leading at 21-7, mixing up a little bit of the run and the pass in that second quarter, but the first quarter it was pretty much all done on the ground.
What can you say about the Viking performance? I mean, the team that they're playing is perfect in league play, has got a great record, no pushover whatsoever. I think they were ranked 11th in the OSA power rankings, and we look like Vikings. We're just rolling.
And it's been a first half that's been filled with more penalties on the visiting side.
Exactly.
Than they probably would have liked, and I think that has helped Mazama's case somewhat. But there were a couple of times there that Mazama could have scored and didn't. That pass play in the first quarter to Aguirre down field when Van Gastel missed him by a couple of steps, and that was it. But they reconnected, except going to Brendan Monteith going the other way, and it was 21-7 after the Vikings would run it in after that deep pass play. Many games being played tonight in Class 6A. It is McDaniel at Lincoln. Grant is at Roosevelt. Ida B. Wells is at Franklin. In 6A as well, Sunset is at Westview. Southridge at Mountainside. Jesuit at Aloha. Century is at Sherwood. McMinnville plays at Liberty, and Glencoe's at Newburgh tonight. Also, Nelson is at Sandy. Central Catholic at Centennial. Clackamas at Barlow. Reynolds at David Douglas. Tigard at West Lynn. Lake Oswego at Oregon City. Tualatin playing at Lake Ridge. West Salem at McNary. Roseburg at South Medford. That's a Table Rock Sports broadcast, as well as Roseburg at South Medford, I should say. North Medford at Sheldon. That's also available via the Table Rock Sports Network, as well as Grants Pass playing at Beaverton tonight. That's on Table Rock Sports as well. Jefferson of Portland is at Gresham. Churchill is at Sprague. Those are the 6A games around the state tonight. In our division, in Class 4A, and I say ours because we carry the Mazama Vikings, and so we keep special interest in the 4A contests going on. Tillamook has won via forfeit against Valley Catholic. They are playing tonight at home against Marshfield in a very hastily scheduled game. Milwaukee is at Astoria tonight. Seaside playing at Banks. That should be a good game. Madras at North Marion. Gladstone at Crook County. Woodburn's at Staten. Cascade is at Newport. Klamath Union playing at Phoenix. Henley at North Valley. Baker at Ontario. Nissa is playing at Burns. And Elmira is at St. Mary's. That's also available on the Table Rock Sports Network. All you need to do to watch any game that Table Rock Sports carries on any given Friday night is log on to TableRockSports.net and choose your poison, as they say. Thank you to our sponsors, including title sponsor Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Superstore on Highway 62, and presenting sponsor Siskiyou Cellular with 7 Southern Oregon locations to serve you. Our score here at the break, the Mazama Vikings lead the Hidden Valley Mustangs by a score of 21-7. We'll continue with more from Hidden Valley after this 2-minute timeout.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Means it works.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back here to Hidden Valley High School. Our halftime festivities continue with the Vikings holding on to a 21-7 halftime lead. They will get the football to start the second half. If you're tuned in on the radio side and you're wondering where the Oregon Duck game is, don't fear, it's on the radio. It's just down the dial at 1450 on the AM dial, 102.5 on the FM side. Right now, by the way, Cal is leading Oregon.
Oh, imagine that.
By the score of 7-3, but
it's early. It's early. I understand. It's early.
I'm thinking that has to be a typo.
Yeah.
That just can't be right.
Well, this is a Husky fan's phone, so
I see.
You never know.
Yeah, somebody has probably hacked into the account. That's what's going on there.
Don't shoot me. I'm just the camera operator.
Next week we'll be at home. It's the final. Come on out and support the Vikings in their final
fill the place up.
Regular season home game. It'll be senior night next Friday night at Mazama. The Phoenix Pirates at Mazama. And then the 43rd annual Canal Bowl between Klamath Union and the Mazama Vikings. This one taking place at KU this year at Modoc Field, a historic Modoc Field. Can't tell you how many times Sacred Heart used to play there, you know. And can't tell you how many times been at that facility to either call a game or watch a game or be in the game.
It's
one
better
of the
now.
three. Yeah,
it's in color.
And they've got the beauty.
You got that one?
Yeah, no black
and
white. No black and white anymore.
I stole that joke from a grandson.
There you go. Hey, we want to take this opportunity as well to thank Joe Brett, the executive producer.
Thank you, Joe.
Table Rock Sports, and let you know as well that tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Peak Energy, the Peak Rewards program, and it's the Peak Rewards app by GP Energy. Download the app and save on morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip at many locations. Peak Rewards from GP Energy.
Highly supportive.
Very much so, and we appreciate their support. And when you hear them and you see them, you hear them on the radio and you see them on the video, make sure and patronize the sponsors that are making these broadcasts possible. We appreciate their support, and they know that we know that you would absolutely like to take the opportunity to help them out in any way, shape, or form when you're doing business. Just good business to do
support those that support your sport.
It's called that full circle thing.
And I'm embarrassed I can't remember the name of the local bank that just presented a $1,000 check to the athletic director here to support.
Wasn't it Evergreen? Program. I think it was Evergreen.
Excellent.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that's what it was.
Short-term memory, man.
Yeah.
Real short-term memory loss.
There's a lot of ways I could take that one, but I won't.
No, you did well.
It was going to be self-deprecating is what it was going to be.
Self-deprecating. You remembered, I didn't.
21-7 at halftime. The Vikings with the lead.
Too many syllables for me.
We're going to take another 2-minute break and come back.
Let's.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Our score is 21-7. We are at the half. Mazama leading it 3 touchdowns for the Vikings, 1 each by Aiden Kent, Brandon Gailey, and Tyson Van Gastel, all on the ground. Van Gastel has attempted 1 pass for a multiple yardage there, a big pass play toward the end of the first half when he hit Brendan Monteith downfield. Monteith got the ball inside the 5 or 6 yard line, and then the Vikings punched it in from there. Mazama, coming into tonight's game, is the number 4 ranked team in the OSAA power rankings, which is good in the aspect that the first 2 weeks of play, if you get into the state playoffs, you have a home game if you're in the top 4. For the first 2 weeks, and then the final 2 weeks of the playoffs, should you be fortunate enough to continue into a semifinal and final play, are held at neutral sites throughout Oregon. But the Vikings can stay.
A home playoff game would work for me, and I think it would work for everybody else that's listening to us tonight.
Absolutely, not having to travel on the road in the playoffs is huge. All right, we're going to take one more 2-minute break, come back with a second half kickoff. The Mazama Vikings with a 21-7 lead over the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Back with the second half after this 2-minute break.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Choose a company that best represents you.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. He was shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Getting set for the opening kick, or the second half kick here. Mazama leading at 21-7. A personal note, want to give our condolences, best wishes, thoughts, prayers to Vic Lease and the family who Vic lost his mother this past week. I'm not sure if the loss was this week, but I know the funeral or the services were this past weekend. So our thoughts and prayers go to Vic and Joy and the whole family. They're good
Absolutely.
people. And
both my wife and I can relate to the situation that Vic and his bride are in, and God bless you and your family, sir.
And, I would imagine getting out and getting right back after it is tough, but I know that Vic loves football, and it's probably the best place
Amen.
for him to be right now. But our thoughts and prayers going out to the Lease family from the Viking family here, Wynn Broadcasting and Table Rock Sports. Hey, thanks to you Table Rock Sports viewers and subscribers to the YouTube channel. We've got 250,000 views now, and we're counting them. Closing in on 1,500 YouTube subscribers. Are you one of them?
250,000.
You should be. Thanks
That's
you all.
huge.
Come and see us.
Go to YouTube and like us right now.
It's free. You don't have to do anything but subscribe, and you'll be...
you like us, you love us, you want some more of us.
And we would love to have you on board. All right, Mazama's going to take the kick. Fisk is going to kick it from left to right, and the Vikings have 3 return men. Here in the second half, we'll get underway. It's squib kick. Bounces brought up by an up man by the Vikings at about the 25-yard line to the 30.
You did a great job of handling that ball. Got a few yards. We get great field position.
And that was Tanner Wood picking up that kickoff. He didn't want to kick it deep, and they did not.
Tanner was ready. I saw him stretching out his hamstrings over there on the sideline. It's getting a little chilly, and everybody's ready to rock and roll.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line for Mazama. They lead it 21-7. A textbook drive for Mazama would be to come down and take about half the third quarter off the clock and end it with a score. That's Mazama textbook football, but we'll wait to see what they do. Full house backfield and a double tight end formation. Here's Gailey on first down. He's across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. And a short gain, second down.
Well, I think everybody's read the textbook, Randy. They're just doing what they do best.
Well, it's like we've talked about on many of the other broadcasts too, David. They know what's coming. They're just saying if you can stop it, stop it.
Here I am. Do something about it.
Second down. Van Gastel going to hand it up and stacked right up the line of scrimmage. No gain there.
Nice defensive play by the Mustangs.
No gain for Mazama there. On the play up the middle, it'll be third down. Vikings got out to an early lead in this one, 14-0 in the first quarter. Hidden Valley came back with a touchdown to make it 14-7. Vikings scoring late in the first half to make it 21-7 Mazama. Third down at about 5. The Vikes going to keep it on the ground. Hidden Valley's defense has come out to play. That's the second time they've held the Vikings on 3 and out here. As that was Gailey trying to go to the outside and couldn't get the block or the cut he wanted. It'll be fourth down.
Well, we'll see what kind of motivation that stop provides for the Mustangs when they get the ball back, because they need a whole lot of mo to go their way.
They certainly do. Good snap. Aiden Kent will punt. High end over end and long at a hang time. Going to be returnable, though. And it's going to be right about a 4-yard return from the 30 to about the
He did a good job because
37.
that's 4 more yards than I thought he was going to get.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get smacked when he caught that ball.
Well, he stutter stepped on the return. 1st and 10 for the Hidden Valley Mustangs here. After the Vikings go 3 and out. Didn't expect to see that in the opening drive. Hidden Valley answering the bell. 1st down. He'll sweep to the far side and get nothing. Short gain for Ackerman.
Picked up about 2.
2nd down and 8. Ball is at the 40-yard line. Middle of the football field. Between the 2 hash marks. Man in motion. Now he'll set up next to Stone in the backfield. Stone going to keep it on the quarterback sweep himself. Cut to the outside. Still on his feet.
Strong.
Good yardage. And a close to a Hidden Valley 1st down, if not a 1st down. It is a 1st down, yeah.
That was a
nice
quality
run. Nice run from Stone.
That was all him, those last 2 yards for the 1st down. That was impressive.
Tyler Aguirre in on the tackle for Mazama. But it is 1st down yardage. All the way up now to the 48-yard line. Hidden Valley at their own 48 with 8:52 left in the the 3rd quarter. Mazama leading 21-7, but Hidden Valley has come out to play here in the 2nd half. Whistles, flags. Timeout Mustang, no flag. Timeout Mustangs. And we'll take one as well. 21-7 the score. Mazama with a 14-point lead. We return in 1 minute.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Lucky that wasn't picked off.
Noah Stone throws one downfield, overthrows the ball, incomplete. A lot of umph on that pass, though.
There was, but
going against the grain and throwing it across his body. That was a
Mazama defender was right there, though.
Dangerous throw.
He almost turned that into a Mazama possession.
So it'll
8:35.
be 8:35 in the 3rd quarter, 2nd down. Not very often you see a high school team down by 14 throw on 1st down, but the Mustangs did there. They'll send a man in motion to the far side. He'll set up now in the slot. And the direct snap comes to Daniel Iwamzu.
Say that again.
Iwamzu.
Very good.
5'11" junior. Check that. The 3rd down and 10. Trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Stone back to throw again. Airs it out, throws downfield, incomplete. Alderman the intended receiver, but he didn't connect with Stone. And it'll be 4th down.
They look very comfortable passing the ball, but Mazama's pass defense is much better than I had anticipated.
Hidden Valley down by 2 scores. May go with another quick kick here. I don't think they're going to go this early. Yeah, they do. They quick kick it. Mazama didn't have anybody back, and that ball's going to bounce in Hidden Valley's favor all the way out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's exactly what they wanted to have happen. Nobody able to return it, and they got a good bounce to boot. So Mazama with the football, 1st and 10. 7:47 left, third quarter.
They execute that well.
You know, they wait for a little bit of a rush, and then they get that quick kick off. It will be first down.
And 5-yard line?
At the 5-yard line. Wow.
95 yards of touchdown, Vikes. Let's roll.
Mazama a long way from pay dirt. Going to go straight up the gut with a run on first down, get out of jail a little bit. Out of the full house backfield, going straight up the middle. I'm not sure if that was Van Gastel that kept it, or was that Anderson with the handoff.
It was tough to tell.
It was a rugby scrum there. Got off the ball in a hurry. 2nd down and 5. Gain of 5 for the Vikes. Van Gastel give it up again, and big yardage on this one. First down yardage for Mazama. Hayden Kent on the carry. And that's a first down.
Absolutely.
Out now to the 15-yard line, Mazama. Double tight end formation once again with a full house backfield. And here's a handoff. Gailey. Right-hand side, picks up a few. About 5. You can get 5 yards in a cloud of dust each time. Of course, no dust on an artificial surface field, but
cloud of rubber pellets.
You get those rubber pellets coming up at you. 2nd down and 5 for the Vikes.
Yeah, 5 yards a shot will do it for sure.
Leading at 21-7 here, third quarter. Mazama moving it from right to left. Van Gastel going to give it up again. Mazama's going to get close to first down yardage with Trevor Anderson.
It's on the spot. I think they got it. Yeah, baby, first
Trevor
down.
Trevor Anderson with a first down run. Just enough yardage for the first down for Trevor. Hey, we hope you're enjoying Table Rock Sports Net's website, one of the top live streaming sources in the nation for high school sports. Our outstanding website was created and is managed by Paradox Media. A big TR Sports thank you to all on the pond. Another big run up the middle for Mazama there with an 8-yard gain.
Oh, he broke tradition. We got 7 instead of 5.
Pretty good run.
Indeed.
Look at old Pena coming up off the bottom of the pile there. He's out there throwing blocks. He's trying to he's hopping. Did you see the big guy? He's got it looked like he might have a little cramp in his leg. He's hopping and trying to work that out. But boy, that kid works hard on that offensive line.
He does.
Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 for the Vikes. This is Gailey on the handoff from Van Gastel. Going to be stacked up at about the 34-yard line with a very short gain there.
If they give him forward motion, he'll get a first down.
He did get the first down. Yep. Right at the 35-yard line. Mazama taking some precious time off the clock with this drive now, too.
5 minutes to go in the quarter.
5:01 left, third period. Mazama with a 14-point lead. Van Gastel back to throw. Throws out on the flat. Little screen.
And how many yards?
Caught.
5.
5-yard gain. Aiden Kent.
Sweet.
Making the catch. Yeah, I'd say 6.
Okay.
We'll give him 6. 2nd down and 4.
I agree with Randy.
That doesn't happen often.
Oh, constantly.
Clock is stopped with the ball going out of bounds. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle again. The Vikings go right up to Anderson, who'll power his way across the
and
45.
Another first down.
47-yard line. Mazama first down again. 21-7, Mazama with a lead. Here on this chilly night in Murphy. Double tight in formation. Full house backfield. Vikings keep it on the ground. Big hole.
Man.
Look at that.
That last guy would have got him. He might have scored.
It's Aiden Kent.
Sweet.
Had a great block from tight end Monteith out front there. And it'll be first down. Cross midfield, across the 40-yard line to the Hidden Valley 38. Open field to the near side. Van Gast will keep it on the sweep himself. He'll cut to the outside and pick up
another
significant first down yardage, I think.
I think he got it. Moving the chains.
Vikings moving it at will right now, leading it 21-7.
The third quarter clock's already down to 3:48.
Next week, back home. A senior night game against the Phoenix Pirates at Viking Field. Wrap up the season in 2 weeks at Klamath Union. Van Gastel up under center. Going to give it to Kent, who will cut inside after about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
He turned sideways and leaned for those last 2 yards.
Second down. Vikings looking to potentially go to 5-1.
Awesome. And the big deal.
Excuse me,
that,
5-2.
5-2.
5-2.
But the big deal in that is we would be undefeated in league play. There's a lot of time to go.
Vikings go to the outside. Here's Gailey. Cuts to the outside. Does he get there? Flag on the play. We'll wait to see what happens there, but there is a penalty flag.
You guys.
This may come back. Yeah, it will come back. Looks like this is going to be against Mazama.
Big time. Holding, of course.
Holding on the Vikes. That'll move the ball back all the way to the 35-yard line. Or is that the 30-yard line? With 2 minutes and 58 seconds and counting left here in this third quarter. Vikes will have it 2nd and 14 at that point.
Not a problem for the Vikings.
Here's a handoff straight up the middle again. This is Kent, I believe, into the end zone. Touchdown, Mazama. No, that was Trevor Anderson. Check that. Anderson into the end zone for a touchdown. It looked as though somebody missed an assignment defensively because Trevor usually doesn't get that wide open space, but he got it there.
I think we have to give all the credit to that to Trevor. He found a hole between two defenders and just turned his shoulder sideways and scooted in.
27-7. The extra point kick is up, and it is good.
Sweet.
So Mazama has now taken a 28-7 lead in this football game.
And they burned the clock all the way down to 2:34.
We'll come back after this 1 minute break.
Gather and memories are made. Pep Rock Northwest Grill.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
28-7, Mazama with the lead. Kent's kick is a short one. It's going to be picked up at about the 14 and actually the 18, 19-yard line. Return for a short gain. 2.5 minutes left.
And I'm thinking the return man was really glad he was by the sidelines because they were bearing down on him.
Southern Oregon Sports Commission is joining the OSAA and putting out the call for officials for all high school sports. And it's a great way to stay in the game and earn some extra money, ensuring our student athletes the chance to compete. Please contact your local officials association to learn how to get the stripes on and get in the game. Noah Stone coming up under center for the Hidden Valley Mustangs on first down. He'll drop straight back to throw. No, this is not Stone. This is Alonzo. Throws up, and it's incomplete, right at midfield. Threw it into a bunch of white jerseys, too.
Yeah, Mazama was ready for that one.
It is second down. Mazama covering that play well. Incomplete pass stopping the clock here. Vikings with a comfortable 21-point lead, but as they say, it's a long way from over.
A long way from over.
2:24 left.
However, Viking
Third
Nation
period.
should have a good smile on their face right about now.
Here's a snap from center. On second down, Hidden Valley going to keep it on the ground, pick up a few yards off tackle.
What do you think, a hold?
Another penalty? We'll see. It is going to go against Hidden Valley. That'll move it back 10 yards, all the way back to the 12-yard line.
17,
I'm sorry, 5 yards off there. Second down. Scoreboard says 12. Back to throw. Stone has a man open, and it is incomplete again. Good coverage there by the Vikes. Third down. Clock is stopped with 1:55 left. Third period, Mazama leading at 28-7. Mustangs send a man in motion. He's the one to throw. He's going to be able to get out of the predicament there and is going to lose some yardage on a sack. Fourth down and long. It's interesting the offense they'll run. They'll get Stone up under center and then go to a direct snap to the what they call the Wildcat formation.
Well, that must work for them sometimes, but this evening it's not been very successful.
Spencer Fisk will punt near his own end zone. Vikings have two return men standing at about the 50-yard line. See if he challenges them or if he tries to kick it out of bounds.
Ooh,
high snap into the end zone. The ball goes. He has to run out and get it. And still gets a good kickoff.
That's Spencer Skills as a goalie on the Hidden Valley soccer team.
He got a great kickoff, too. It was all the way across the 50. No return there. And Mazama will have it in their own territory.
Yeah, kudos to him. He saved some misery for the Mustangs.
That could have been worse than it was. Mazama all the way back to their own 42-yard line, leading at 28-7 third period. Hidden Valley's 2-0 in league play. Mazama also 2-0 in league play. Winner of this game will be in the driver's seat,
Amen.
to be sure, to get that number one spot out of the Skyline Conference and the conference championship. First down, Mazama keeps it on the ground, gets good yardage to the far side.
See where they spot it. They got the first down.
10 yards there. Actually about 11. Down to 52 and a half seconds left, third period. Mazama now in Hidden Valley territory at the 49-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. They didn't give him the first down just yet, did they? Second down and about 1. Check that. Second down and about 1. First, scoreboard says first down. But
quit looking at that scoreboard.
Yard marker does not agree, as this one's definitely first down yardage for the Vikings. Across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And they'll restart the clock after the spot of the football on the ground. First down and 10. Mazama at the 47 of Hidden Valley. Clock ticking down to 30 seconds. Remaining third period. Mazama with a 21-point lead at this juncture. Van Gastel taking a long time at the line of scrimmage here, knowing that he's got some time to waste. Looking at the scoreboard. Tyson now comes up under center. They'll hand it up to Anderson, and he'll pick up about 5 or 6 straight up the gut as the third quarter comes to an end. Here at Murphy, Hidden Valley High School, and it's 28-7, Mazama with the lead. We're back with the fourth and final quarter after this 1-minute timeout.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel, so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
We're back with the fourth quarter. Randy Adams and Fast David.
Beautiful night, about 50 degrees, getting a little chilly. Vikings have a 3-touchdown lead and the football.
And we'll see what they do here with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Getting out of the full house backfield, double tight end formation. And the Vikes keep it on the ground. That's their bread and butter. Makes it so difficult to defend because you don't know who's getting the ball out of that full house backfield each time. A lot of deception going on there.
Well, we've said it lots of times. They know what we're going to do. We're just saying bring it on, and we've been extremely successful tonight.
Second down. Make that first down, I'm sorry. First down yardage for Mazama at the 45-yard line. Make it the 35-yard line. Lost my place there for a second. Vikings take a long time to set up the line of scrimmage. They've got the big lead. No need to hurry. They'll go straight up the middle and run for a couple. Gain of 2 for Anderson, 2nd down and 8. If the Vikings can hold on and win this one, 2 games to wait against 2 teams that have won 0 games. There'll be one that has a win tonight, but the Vikings' toughest part of the Skyline season would be definitely over after tonight. Here's the pitch out to Aiden Kent. Down inside to about the 32.
And those comments bring to mind that we are playing one of the best teams in our league, and we're going up against them strong.
We've got an official's timeout, do we, or do we have a team that called a timeout? I think this is an official's timeout. I didn't see either team take it. Oh, it's a penalty against the Mustangs. That's what it is. Late flag at the end of that play.
Ooh. A personal foul penalty is never a good thing to get, but when you're this close to the goal line and you need to make a stand, I'm sure there's a Mustang coach or two on the sidelines just going, okay, boys, can't do that no more.
1st down and 10 for Mazama inside the red zone now at the 19-yard line of Hidden Valley. Long count at the line of scrimmage for Tyson Van Gastel. Going to take as much time on the line of scrimmage as he can between plays. Give this to Kent. He cuts to the outside. Still on his feet. Spins around 1 tackler and 2. And finally is knocked down. Second down and 6 for the Vikings.
Well, that play looked a lot worse than it ended up.
Well, I think a lot of that, too, was second effort by Aiden Kent.
Absolutely.
Trying to avoid being tackled. Double tight end formation, full house backfield again for the Vikes. Mazama going up to Trevor Anderson with a handoff, picking up a few more inside the 9-minute mark now of the 4th period. A much anticipated matchup, the biggest Skyline Conference game by far tonight and one of the biggest ones in Southern Oregon. And Mazama has come over here and represented well.
Indeed, and the Mustang faithful are out in force and they are fired up, but they haven't had a whole lot to cheer for the first 3 quarters of this game.
3rd down and 3 for the Vikes at the 11 of Hidden Valley. Tyson Van Gastel is not looking at the scoreboard, but he seems to know how much time he has each time. He sweeps to the left-hand side, runs into the end zone, touchdown. Tyson Van Gastel. His 2nd touchdown run of the evening to make it 34-7 Mazama.
Wow.
With 8:22 left in the 4th period. And the PAT from Trace Horton to follow here. Good snap, good placement, kick high in the air. And it is good. Mazama now leads it by a score of 35-7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Hidden Valley going to return it straight up the middle, 25, 28-yard line from Trace Horton and his boot. So at 35-7, Mazama lead, and 8:17 left in the ball game.
Mustangs had a couple men deep, and the ball sort of bounced in between them.
Yeah, it didn't. It looked like neither one.
I don't want this.
Committed
you
to
take
it. Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 27 for Hidden Valley. Their only touchdown coming via the air tonight against the Vikings. They'll go back to the shotgun formation on 1st down. And they'll hand it up. Not much running room. Across the 28 to about the 30-yard line. Gain of a couple for the Mustangs. 2nd down. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Good effort. They almost had him behind the line of scrimmage.
Must have given them the forward motion there, because you're right. They had him brought down, I thought, pretty early on the play, but a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 31. Hidden Valley sends a wide out to the far side of the line, near side of the line of scrimmage. And here's a snap to Iwanzu, who takes it straight up
close to a first
the middle.
Down. See where they spot it.
He's going to be about a yard shy, it looks like. He's about to the 35-yard line, depending on the spot. No, they gave it to him, David. 1st down.
Playing at home, baby. Playing at home.
The ball spotted at the 36. 1st down, Mustangs. Mentioned earlier tonight, Hidden Valley has shut out 3 of the opponents they've played this year. 3 of the games that they've won have been shutout wins. Last week, a 38-0 win over Klamath Union. This is Gilmore with a nice run. Look at that, across midfield as he breaks 3 or 4 tackles.
That was their best run of the night.
Gilmore with a great run there.
That was all Gilmore.
1st down again for the Mustangs. Vikings defense may be getting a little bit tired. A lot of those players going both ways.
6.5 minutes to go in this evening's contest.
35-7, Mazama with a comfortable lead. Hidden Valley with a bunch of receivers stacked up on the far side in both a slot and a wideout form. They're going to hand up the middle, though, and keep it on the ground. Picking up a few. On the play up the middle. 2nd down at about 8. Five and a half left in the football game. This will be Stone rolling out to the far side on 2nd down.
Throws it away at the last minute.
He did get it. He got it away. I didn't think he'd be able to get it away, but he did. Threw away and out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and about 9. And the clock will stop with 5:24 left. Oregon Ducks back on top of Cal.
10-7.
Leading at 10-7. You can hear that game on our sister station, KFLS. 102.5 FM or AM 1450 with Jerry Allen, Mike Jorgensen, Jerry Johns, and Joey Mack. Back to throw on third down out of the shotgun is Stone. Throws downfield, incomplete. Alderman, the intended receiver there. And it will be fourth down. Down to the 5:18 mark left in the football game. We'll see what Hidden Valley does here. Vikings anticipating a punt. But with a 35-7 lead, if you're Hidden Valley, sometimes you'd think, well, maybe you got to just go for it here and roll your dice. If you have to give the football back to him, you do, but here's a good snap, no rush. This kick is a good one, but it bounces out of bounds.
No, that was a practice kick. There was a
25-yard line.
There was a penalty on Mustangs. There was a whistle before the snap.
Penalty flag on the play, so we'll move it back 5 yards and do it again.
Spencer's got a leg.
Standing now at his own 34-yard line to punt the football away. Gets a good running start at this one and really boons this one downfield. Vikings going to try to return it. Got a penalty flag on the return as Tanner Wood is brought down at about the 22-yard line. The penalty flag flying for the second consecutive play. And we'll see who this one is on. Looks like they're talking to the defensive captain of Hidden Valley. That's going to go against Mazama.
Got a hold?
Yep, holding against Mazama, the call. So with 5:07 left in the game, Mazama will be deep in their own territory. And I mean deep. To start this drive, which could be the last of the football game.
Well, we've had one of those 95-yard drives earlier in the game. We don't have enough time for one of those the way the Vikings do business.
1st and 10 at the Mazama 8-yard line. Vikes stacked up right at the line of scrimmage with no gain or little gain for Trevor Anderson on the carry. And it will be second down. Good win for Mazama tonight, I think.
I'm in complete agreement with you, my friends. We came into their house and we showed them who's the better team.
Here's a sweep to the outside and some big yardage for Mazama. Down the sideline, we're going to go for the end zone. That's going to be an Aiden Kent touchdown.
No flags.
No flag. 92 yards from the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Mazama. Wow.
Well, I predicted 35-14 for tonight's game, and that prediction just got blown out of the water. 41 points.
41-7 now, Mazama. Aiden Kent going around left end and just barreling down the sideline for a touchdown. 92 yards. The extra point will follow. Here with Trace Horton to do the kicking. Good snap. Kick on the way. And it's good. He's now 6 for 6.
Wow.
On his kick attempts here tonight. Mazama enjoying a great night at the ballpark, if you will. 42-7 the score. They lead over the Hidden Valley Mustangs with 4:20 left in the game. Back in a minute.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Ball is returned on the kickoff to the Hidden Valley 22. If I'm not mistaken, with a 35-point lead, we will have a running clock from this point forward. Only time the clock will stop is if there's a score, an injury, or a team calls timeout. So the Vikings come over the hill and answer the bell, answer the challenge against a good football team, a team that was 4-1 coming into this game. The Vikings coming in at 4-2.
Another well-executed game by Mazama. Virtually no mistakes.
First down and 10 for Hidden Valley. They'll keep the ball on the ground, straight up the middle there. Oh, just about breaking it into the end zone and going for 6. It's James Elmore, but he got cut up right near midfield. One of the Vikings got him by the shoestring.
He was gone. He was gone. Who stopped him? Did you see who stopped him?
Did not see who stopped him. There was one player between him and the end zone.
That was awesome.
And they got him. First and 10, though, for Hidden Valley. Their biggest play from scrimmage in the second half, all the way up to the 48-yard line. They'll go straight up the middle again on a direct snap out of the Wildcat up to near midfield. Down to 2:25 left in the contest now. We'll have a very quick post-game show. We're used to our digs at home, where we have a heated press box and a press box. Here we're outside with a table and chairs.
That's why they send the A-team to these things. Come on, man.
That's right.
No problem.
Second down and 6. Here's the snap from center. They'll give it up again. Some running room there, and first down yardage and more. The Vikings.
Does the ball come out?
Might have fallen on it.
Waiting for an official indication.
Yeah, Pena coming off the bottom of the pile, the big guy. Pena comes up with the football. And Mazama will get it back and will likely just take a knee on 3 snaps and call it good, or not even 3. First down and 10 for the Vikes. First turnover of the game, I think, for either team, isn't it?
I agree.
I don't think we've had a turnover.
That's the first one
in this football game until just a moment ago. 42-7.
There's never a perfect game, but this is as close to a perfect game as Mazama played so far this season against a quality opponent. It's a great win.
Vikings
and the crew
do exactly what I said they would do and take a knee. They'll have to do that a couple more times.
They've read your textbook. Of course they're doing what
and
you
we'll
said.
Call this one good. Here from Murphy. Next week, we will be at home against Phoenix. It'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff.
And I'll make sure the heater's on for you.
It's a little nippy. Mazama will not have to snap one more, and this ball game is over. Final score here from Murphy tonight. Mazama 42, Hidden Valley 7. A big win for the Vikes. We're back with our final wrap after this 2-minute timeout.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Really?
The Mazama Vikings 42 and the Hidden Valley Mustangs 7. The final score here from Grants Pass, or Murphy, just outside of Grants Pass. Randy Adams here, Fast David as well. A good win for the Vikes here tonight, and now it's down to the final two games of the season.
I'm still shaking my head. I came in fired up for the Vikes, as I always am. Was convinced in my own mind that we were going to win this game, but I didn't think we would dominate the way that we did. We fired on all cylinders, to use one of my favorite cliches, and as close to a perfect game as you can play.
They had nothing go wrong. Very little went wrong for Mazama. No turnovers, very few penalties. They ran the ball almost at will. Aiden Kent with 2 touchdowns. One of those, a 92-yard touchdown run. I think Aiden might have had 3 now that I think about it. We'll complete look at the stats. Probably won't be in our hands before we leave the air, but 42-7 the final score. Tyson Van Gastel got into the end zone. Brendan Gailey got into the end zone and scored. It was a good effort on all counts for Mazama here tonight, who improved now to 5-2. Should stay in the top 4 with the Hidden Valley Mustang. The win with this ball game right here is going to push them a little bit further up in the power rankings, if you will, because this is a ranked team that they beat tonight.
Indeed.
So it was a decisive win, and that should help the Viking cause.
And it just shows that the team is beginning to gel. I remember when you were talking to Vic before we headed to North Bend for the first game of the season. He was saying, we haven't had everybody together a real long time. We've got a long ways to go. And every week they improve. Every week they get sharper. And you were also mentioning about where we end up in the rankings towards the end of the season that will help us to determine the fact that we get a home first-round playoff game or not. And that's just key as you're going to make a run at the state championship.
Well, it's always easier, especially when you get into those early and mid-November dates when you're playing at home, and you might play in the snow by then. But if you're
at
used
home,
to
you'll
that,
have a heater.
Well, not only that, but if you're used to that, teams from the Willamette Valley and other parts of the state and the coast, it gives you a decisive advantage.
Exactly.
To be even more successful on the field. 42-7 the final score.
Great win.
Our thanks to Athletic Director Jeff Weiss here at Acting Athletic Director Jeff Weiss at Hidden Valley.
Good man.
Vic Lease as well from Mazama High School. The executive producer of Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. The executive producer of Wynn Broadcasting is Bob Wynn. Our next broadcast is set for Friday night, a week from tonight, against the Phoenix Pirates back home in Klamath Falls at Viking Field. We'll have the kickoff for you at 7 o'clock. For in-studio producer Dennis Langford and Fast David, I'm Randy Adams signing off once again here from Murphy with the final score. The Mazama Vikings 42 and the Hidden Valley Mustangs 7. Have a good evening.